Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in Singapore. It is the middle of the afternoon. We are walking around Chinatown, and one of the suggestions for eating a dish called Tofu is at the food center in People's Park Complex. People's Park Complex is right across the street. We're gonna go look for the food court, the food center there, and try to have my first bowl of Tofu in Singapore. We just walked all over the food court at People's Park Complex and we couldn't find it, although there was a lot of good looking food. But we just came outside and I think that it might be across the street. There's another building called People's Park. So we're gonna check the food court there and see if it's there. I think we definitely found the right place now. This place is called People's Park Food Centre, and it's actually across the street from People's Park Complex. So that was my mistake, but we are definitely at a glorious food hawker center right now. There is a lot of delicious looking food, but we are, whoa, I think I see the restaurant right over here. And is this the line? Oh wow, there must be about 50 people in line ahead of us, but we're gonna wait it out. I don't think it will take too long for our bowl of Tofu. We've been waiting in line for about 5 minutes and the line is moving very fast. It's almost like you barely even stop, but you just kind of slowly walk, like you take a step every few seconds because the line moves pretty quickly. So this shouldn't take too long. I think we will have our bowl of Tofu in about 10 minutes from now. I just got to the front of the line. I think that just took 10 minutes. And so I paid and ordered one bowl. And they told me to go sit down. So I guess they will prepare it and they'll remember where I'm sitting, even though this is a giant food court. And hopefully the bowl will arrive to our table very soon. Even though it took a little bit of wandering around to find this place, I am extremely glad we found it. This hawker center is my kind of a place. It is big and busy. It's open air. It is sweaty in here. There's hardly any air, and it is my kind of a dining atmosphere. There's a lot of good food around this entire center, but definitely the most popular one from the looks of it is the Tofu stall. And I can't remember the name because the sign is actually only written in Chinese, but it's hard to miss with the snaking line, and yeah, you'll have no problem finding it and locating this place. One of the reasons that the line goes by so fast is because you don't have any choices of what you can order. You just pay $4 for your bowl. They make the exact same bowl for everyone. You have no choice, and so they just have the system down to an extreme art. And the soup is clear and it's so hot, and I think it's only seasoned with a little bit of pepper, and you can actually see like a little whirlpool of the pepper going around in circles in that broth. It almost looks like a little tide pool. There's some, I don't know if these are fish balls or tofu balls. There is tofu in here, fried tofu, and then I believe this is a version with no noodles, so all it is different assortments of tofu and soup. Let me just taste that broth real fast. Oh, that is piping hot. You can taste, it's salty. You can taste that black pepper. You can taste those green onions, and it has a little bit of a sweet tinge to the soup. But other than that, it's quite soothing and plain. Now let me taste one of these pieces. I think this is fried tofu. Oh, and you can just feel that kind of jiggliness in your chopsticks. Oh, that's hot. Oh, wow. The texture of that tofu is incredible. It is so incredibly silky and smooth on the inside. And then because it's fried, it has a skin around it. It's not crunchy because it's been sitting in the soup, but it has like a little bit of a chewy skin. This is the only condiment that they give you, and they serve everybody the same little dish of sauce. I have no idea what's in it, but let me dip my piece of tofu. A salty and slightly sour chili sauce that provides just a little bit of extra flavor to the sort of plain tofu. But I think it's all about the texture of that tofu, definitely. Next up, I'll go for one of the balls. And I'm not sure if these, my guess is that they're fish, but I could be totally wrong. A quick dip into the sauce. Oh, wow. The texture of that is impressive. I think their fish balls is so smooth and so fluffy that it's almost unbelievable. It tastes kind of like, it kind of has that fish hot doggy kind of texture and flavor going on, but it is much, much more fluffy. Imagine taking a hot dog and like kind of making it fluffy, and that's what you have with that fish ball. It's really, the texture is interesting and awesome. And then I think there is one more third type of tofu below here. This one right here. That looks like standard tofu, but with, is that minced, some kind of minced something on top? Maybe minced pork? Oh yeah, that stays hot for a long time. That again is that very soft, silky tofu. I think that is a little bit of minced pork. I didn't realize this at first when I started eating this bowl, but I think we have a fourth component to this bowl, which are these skinnier pieces, which I think are bean curd, fried bean curd. I think that's bean curd. It is a little more chewy and not as soft. That's my favorite piece of the bowl for sure. That was a great afternoon bowl of tofu, mixed tofu and soup. And now for a refreshing treat, Ying and I just ordered an iced kacang. There is crushed ice, all of this crushed ice, both red and green colors. And at the bottom, I think there's some, I don't know what's at the bottom, but we'll see. Let me just taste a little bit of this ice first. Oh, that's so cold. It's like a shock to the mouth after eating that really scorching hot soup and then taking a bite of that ice cold ice. Let me try to get some of those bottom toppings. Oh yeah, a couple of jellies on the bottom. Some kind of jellies, I'm not sure what, a little bit starchy. And then, yeah, this is a very hot and sweaty food court, so it does feel good to eat an icy treat like this. I was really pleasantly surprised by how delicious that bowl of tofu soup was. It's really simple, but just simple perfection. And I guess just like many of the very popular hawker stalls in Singapore, the line tells the story of how it's so good. That was delicious, and I'm loving this food center. Great place to come. I want to give a shout out to Jeffrey for recommending this place. Awesome. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and also leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next video.